Yeah, this is the missing puzzle. What if? What if? What if? No, let's put it this way. Music feels differently now, for better. So let me start with a bit of a story behind this review. Imagine you want to build a studio for music production and just casual listening to music. You invest in a subwoofer, studio monitors, stands, and the sound card. You're all set, right? Wrong. Any professional will tell you that room treatment is way more important than your speakers. So, you go down the rabbit hole of acoustic panels and bass traps. Your budget starts to grow, and you understand that these acoustic panels ain't cheap, even if you craft them yourself. By that point, you are already doubting your decision, and hopefully you haven't spent money yet. The cherry on top is that you want to build a studio in a crib which is 3 by 3 meters, and what professionals will tell you is that bare physics won't allow you to tame the 0 to 250 Hz range. This means that your bass will always be off, no matter what you do. You just need to have a bigger room. So, what do you do? Well, I have gone through this path myself, and here is what I think about it. My main goal was to have a proper audio system that would allow me to select tracks which I want to add to my DJ collection. Obviously, I have various headphones like Audio-Technica M50X, Sennheiser HD25, AirPods Pro 2, and Slate VSX. By the way, Slate VSX is recommended by mixing and mastering engineers because it has great sounding flat response that represents great bass capabilities. I mostly use them for this review, but the issue with all of the headphones, being it closed or open back, is that you can hear the bass, not feel it. And that's where haptic subwoofers come into play. Essentially, this technology strives to imitate the feel from the real subwoofer. The proper name for this tech is tactile transducers, and its benefits is that they don't emit sound, just vibrations. You listen to music in headphones, and tactile transducer feels the sub-range of around 0 to 250 Hz. Therefore, neither your neighbors nor roommates will hear the disturbing bass. Tactile transducers are not new technology. It's been out there for ages, and people are using it for home theaters, driving simulators, and so on. And I should tell you, results are convincing. Woojer sent me this unit for free to review and keep afterwards, but they don't sponsor this video. Woojer Strap 3 is this round gadget with a strap. It is a portable haptic subwoofer with built-in battery and Bluetooth that you can wear on your body. You can put it on your chest, belly or back, plug in or connect Bluetooth headphones, and you feel the bass thumping on your body. However, when I tried all of these positions, I didn't like any of them. I can feel the kick and most powerful parts of the bass, but it seems as if my skin and muscles absorb most of the frequency response, resulting in suboptimal experience. You can put it on when DJing, but for the most part you'll feel just the kicks and most powerful parts of the bass. Sure, if you want to add a bit of excitement to your music, it works, but I have a better solution, and it's not the one originally thought of. So I went and tried attaching it to the chair, and the results were much better. Now, vibrations are distributed across the frame of the chair, and much less of the frequencies are absorbed by the chair fabric. But that's not all. Just out of curiosity, I attached it to my table, making it as tight as possible, using this clamp as a finishing touch. And oh boy, let me tell you, this was it. Sub-vibrations are now evenly distributed through my hand bones to the rest of the body. I can genuinely feel as if there is a subwoofer under my table. And here is a good picture of how it feels like using water surface. Sure, it wasn't designed to be used like this, but this option is actually the best and the one that you shall be using. Oof! Now that we have first impressions figured out, let's talk about the features. Woojer strap documentation states that it can reproduce frequencies from 1 to 250 Hz. In my testing, I found it being capable of reproducing roughly 30 to 250 Hz. Sometimes it can tackle up to 15 Hz, but you need to crank the input and power all the way up. Product comes in a small box with a pouch and a USB-A to USB-C cable. At first launch, you'll need to install a mobile app to do all the walkthroughs and setup. When it comes to connectivity, Woojer Strap 3, in my opinion, covers it all. You can connect these through aux cable, USB-C or Bluetooth. Aux and USB-C are pretty straightforward. Connect your computer or phone into it and then plug your headphones into the output aux port of the unit. Latency in this case is 0 milliseconds. And Woojer promises great sound quality from the output port. I don't know scientific methods to test the output signal, but it sounded good to my ears, as if I plugged my headphones directly into the computer. Bluetooth option requires a bit more setup, but Woojer did make it quite clever. You connect your source to the Strap 3 by Bluetooth as if it were just wireless headphones. And then you have two sub-options for the output, wired and wireless. With wired, you just plug the headphones in the output port and you're ready to go. With wireless, Woojer Strap 3 essentially has a second Bluetooth module that allows to connect Bluetooth headphones to the unit itself. And of course there is a delay with Bluetooth, but the Woojer app cleverly solves it by providing you delay controls for the unit itself, so that you can perfectly offset the strap to be in sync with Bluetooth headphones. Lastly, the controls on the unit allow you to change volume that goes into the headphones independently from the vibration intensity, which is quite convenient. The RGB ring can be adjusted in the app, and the battery lasted me approximately 4 hours before needing to charge. You can also order replacement straps and rings of a different color for a more stylish look for around $30. Pretty compelling for $180 USD. I let my wife and friend try Woojer Strap. Their response was mostly the same. It's cool, I like it, but I wouldn't pay this much money for it. They mentioned that they don't have much use for such device, but in the end they are not DJs or music producers. I would summarize it like this. If I were to buy this product without trying it first, for example from a friend or the store, I would probably not buy it. But now that I've had it for several weeks and used it every day, I can say that it definitely feels the missing piece for me. Now let's talk about alternatives. There are not many. The closest one is SubPac. This company released amazing music professionals-oriented products in the past, where you had a backpack-like unit with two tactile transducers built into it. From what I can read on Reddit, people loved it, and many are using it to this day. The only issue with it is that the company hasn't delivered anything since COVID in 2019. There are tons of frustrated messages on Reddit where people put their pre-orders but never received the product. I do want to mention though a comment from a fellow DJ who I spoke directly to. He never bought a single track without testing it on the SubPac first since he bought it. His SubPac recently broke, by the way. So with SubPac, at least currently, you're out of luck, and it costs quite more. Second alternative is Butt Kicker. Originally designed for drummers and gamers, it is a unit which you attach to the chair or other surface using the clamp or bolts. Costs around $300, requires external amplifier, and totally lacks connectivity options other than line-in. Besides, requires a bit more than average skills to install and is not easily portable. You can call this a heavy-duty option. Last alternative is do-it-yourself. There are many tutorials online on how to make a wearable based backpack using off-the-shelf tactile transducers. It would definitely require proper skills to assemble one, but then you can land into the $80 to $100 cost territory. It will not be fancy, but it will get the job done. If you want Bluetooth, you'll need another component, and that will cost extra. There are some other products, but neither of them attracted my attention as a real competitor. The Melody is bittersweet, however. Quality control, support, and return policy have mixed reviews. There are many stories on Reddit of people being unsatisfied with either of this. My take on it is this: test before buying if possible, or use retailers with favorable return policy. So what do we have in the end? The product I use every day and all the time that I'm at my desk. The product I enjoy and can honestly recommend to other DJs, bearing in mind quirks mentioned above. Products that feel the missing puzzle in the grand schema of the home studio sound. Is it better than Woojer West, another product from Woojer with 6 tactile transducers? I don't know. Is it better than SubPac? I don't know, and at this point it's irrelevant to compare it to SubPac, given you cannot buy one. Is it better than the real subwoofer? If you're willing to spend thousands of dollars on the studio, have a properly sized room, and don't have anyone to disturb nearby, then no, obviously subwoofer will be better. But if you want discreetness and feel of the sub, then yes. Is it worth it, given you can use Woojer Straps 3 not just for music, but also for gaming and movies? By the way, you can find many YouTube reviews covering those. I would say yes. Just try to find a good price deal so that it's easier to justify the purchase. Have you tried Woojer Straps 3 or similar products? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And you're all set, right? No, 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 no.